afternoon, everyone. Today we will be discussing about our topic entitled Climate Change: Navigating the Energy Crisis with Environmental Awareness and Alternative Energy Resources. And I will be the first to report. I am Elika Avery Armasa, and with me my co-member John Ray Villazur, Danica Peñumayor, Hart Croes, Cristel Pablayo, and Christine Kingdom. Now, let's define first what is climate change. Climate change refers to a long-term alteration in Earth's climate, including shifts in temperature, precipitation, and weather patterns. So, what causes this to have climate change? So, paano ba nagkakaroon ng climate change? Well, in fact, we know that we all observe and see it through our own eyes naman. So, here are some of the causes of climate change.
Climate change mostly caused by human activities, tulad ng pagbaburn natin ng fossil fuels, deforestation, industrial pollution, at iba pa. So, dahil dito, naglalabas tayo ng greenhouse gases tulad ng carbon dioxide, methane sa ating atmosphere. So, nagiging dahilan ito ng global warming. So, bukod pa sa human activities, meron din tayong natural causes tulad ng volcanic eruption, pagbabago ng solar radiation. Pero, etong mga natural causes, hindi lang yun ang sample ng mga natural causes. Marami pa. Pero, etong nabanggit ko, or etong mga natural causes, is hindi sila yung may malaking epekto sa pag-trigger ng climate change, kundi yung mga human activities. So, pag tayo is kinontinue natin yung mga activity natin as a human na nakaka-effect ng climate change, possibly na mas madalas na natin ma-experience yung mainit na panahon, ang pagbagyo, at yung pagtaas ng tubig sa dagat.
And now, let's go on to the major impacts of climate change. Climate change has wide-ranging impacts on various aspects of society and the environment. First is the economics. Economics is disrupt agriculture, increases necessary cost after natural disasters, and affects global trade. Halimbawa is ang pagbabago ng klima. So, naging mahirap para sa mga magsasaka na magtukoy kung kailan sila magtatanim o mag-ani ng kanilang pananim. So, isa ding halimbawa ang tagtuyot. So, naging sanhi din ito sa pagbaba ng ani ng mga palay. Kaya, nakaka-experience tayo na tumataas ang presyo ng bigas. So, bukod pa dito, mas malaki ang nagiging gastusin ng ating government na mula sa mga sakuna tulad ng bagyo at ang pagbaha. Pangalawa ay geopolitics. Itong geopolitics is rising sea levels and extreme weather events create climate refuges leading to international tension. So, halimbawa na lang ay ang pagtaas ng tubig sa dagat. So, nagiging dahilan ito ng pagkawala ng tirahan ng maraming tao, lalo na sa bansa ng Bangladesh dahil na nasa mababang lupain sila. So, dahil dito, napipilitan silang lumapit sa ibang lugar o bansa na maaring magdulot ng isang tensyon sa pagitan ng mga pamahalaan dahil sa limitadong mapagkukunan. So, ang pangatlo naman ay meteorologics. So, unpredictable climate shifts cause stronger storms, prolonged drought, and extreme weather patterns. So, ano ba itong meteorologics? So, eto siya, na-experience natin to dahil sa climate change, nagiging mas madalas at mas matindi ang na-experience nating bagyo. Tulad na lamang yung nangyari sa Visayas, yung bagyong Yolanda. So, bukod sa bagyo naman, nakakaranas din tayo ng sobrang tag-init, mahabang tagtuyot, at pabago-bagong klima na nagpapahirap sa mga pang-araw-araw na buhay. Ang pang-apat naman ay ang environmental. Itong environmental, it leads to habitat destruction, biodiversity loss, and ocean acidification, threatening ecosystem worldwide. Halimbawa nito ay ang pagkaubos ng mga puno sa kagubatan o sa ating mga paligid. No? Halimbawa na lamang sa Visayas, 'di ba naka-experience sila ng bagyong Yolanda at na isa din itong dahilan kung bakit nagkaroon ng baha doon or madalas silang nakaka-experience doon ng baha dahil sa kakulangan nila ng halaman o ng puno. Sa wala ng mga puno na sumisipsip ng tubig ulan. Mas mabilis itong dumadaloy sa mga ilog at nagiging sanhi na din ito ng matinding pag-apaw at pagpinsala sa mga bahay at taniman. Kaya nga sinasabi nila na mas mabuti pang magtanim tayo ng maraming mga halaman, no? So the last one is the health-wise. Health-wise is etong health-wise naman is nag-i-increase siya ng climate change, causes of heat-related illnesses, and worsen air pollution, contributing to respiratory diseases and other health concerns. So, halimbawa sa Maynila. So, napakaraming sasakyan at pabrika na naglalabas ng usok, diba? Sa EDSA. Kaya lumalala ang polusyon sa hangin. So, dahil dito, maraming mga tao na lalo na ang mga bata at matanda, especially mga matanda, ang nagkakaroon ng sakit sa baga tulad ng hika at iba pang respiratory diseases. Ngayon naman, let's go on to the role of governments, corporations, and individuals. So, solving climate change requires collective actions. So, solving climate change requires collective actions. Why? Para malabanan natin ang climate change. Hindi lang sa isang tao o grupo ang dapat kumilos. Kailangan nating magtulungan bilang isang mamamayan para mabawasan ang epekto nito. Una is the role of governments. So, the role of governments must enforce policies and global agreements that support climate action. Bakit? Dahil mga government or pamahalaan ay ang may pinakamalaking papel sa pagbuo ng batas at policy na maaring makatulong sa pangangalaga ng ating kalikasan. Halimbawa na lang is dapat nilang palakasin ang pagpapalawak ng renewable energy at pagbabawal ng sobrang paggamit ng fossil fuels. And also, dapat silang sumunod sa global agreement tulad na lamang ng Paris Agreement. Ano tong Paris Agreement? Ang Paris Agreement is nag-i-aim na i-reduce ang carbon emission sa buong mundo, no? So the next is the role of corporation or yung mga businesses, ganun. So, eto naman sila, dapat nilang ma-adapt ang sustainable practices and work towards reducing their carbon footprint. Ano to siya? Yung mga company at mga industriya ay may malaking ambag din sa pollution. Kaya para maiwasan o maibsan yung epekto ng climate change, dapat din nilang gamitin ang eco-friendly practices tulad ng paglipat ng renewable energy, pagbabawas ng basura, at pagbabawas ng carbon emission sa kanilang mga operation. So, ang example nito is yung mga nasa grocery. 'Di ba pag Sunday or Saturday is hindi sila gumagamit ng plastic. So, ang ginagamit nila is yung mga eco-friendly na tulad na lamang ng mga boxes or yung mga eco bag. Yun yung example ng eco-friendly practices. So, next is the individuals. Sino tong mga individuals? Etong mga individuals, which is tayo yan. We can also contribute by making eco-conscious lifestyle choices such as conserving energy, reducing waste, and supporting environmental-friendly initiatives. So, kahit ordinaryong tao lang tayo or mamamayan lang tayo, hindi lang man sa lang, ay may papel din tayo sa paglaban ng climate change or malesen yung climate change natin. So, in a simple way, tulad ng pagtipid ng kuryente or yung paggamit natin ng mga solar, pagbawas ng basura, or yung hindi natin itatapon yung mga basura kung saan-saan, paggamit ng reusable products, at pagsuporta sa environmental friendly brands. O yun na, yung mga nabanggit ko kanina. So, malaki na ang naiitutulong natin sa pagbawas ng epekto ng global warming. Conclusion of this, in my part, is ang climate change ay isang malaking problema na kailangan ng sama-samang aksyon mula sa government, mga negosyo, at tayong mga mamamayan. Kung magtutulungan tayo, makagawa tayo ng epektibo at saka positibong pagbabago at masasalba natin ang sariling atin. And now, let's go on to the next reporter.
Hey everyone, my name is Janray C. Villazur and I am the next reporter. So, my topic is all about the energy crisis. So, let's first define what is energy. So, the fundamental concept remains the capacity to do work. So, however, it's crucial to understand that energy exists in various forms. And these forms can be converted into one another. So, for an instance, burning fossil fuels convert chemical energy into heat and light. So, the other is the hydroelectric dams transport potential energy into kinetic energy and then into electrical energy. So, this conversion is process key to understand the energy system. So now let's go to energy crisis. So this isn't simply shortage. So it is a significant disruption in the balance between energy supply and demand. So the consequence go beyond just not having enough power. So here are some example. For example, economic instability, social disruption, and geopolitical tension. Now let's go to the cause of energy crisis. So one of the cause of energy crisis is oil crisis. So this often involves geopolitical factors, supply chain disruption, or unexpected event that suddenly limit the amount of oil available. So the 3 points in this is a single lack of enough oil, using too much of it, and problem with getting it to where it's needed. So the next one is peak oil. So the point at which global oil production reaches its maximum and begins to decline. So this is a long-term concern as it represents the eventual depletion of a finite resources. So while the exact timing is debated, so the principle remains oil is not a renewable resources and its production will eventually decline. So let's go to population growth. So as the global population continues to grow, so does the demand for energy. So this increase the demand puts pressure on existing energy infrastructure and resources, making the system more susceptible to crisis. One of the cause of energy crisis is the change of weather. So the impact of extreme weather is intermittency of renewable. So renewable energy sources like solar, wind, hydro are inherently intermittent. While they are crucial for sustainable energy in future, their dependence on weather is condition makes them vulnerable than to the cost of energy crisis. Now let's go to the solution or possible solution to this energy crisis. So number one is the more oil drilling. So while a short-term solution to increase supply, it is unsustainable and environmentally damaging. It contributes to climate change and exacerbates the very problems that cause energy crisis. Number one is the more oil drilling. So, while a short-term solution to increase supply, it is unsustainable and environmentally damaging. It contributes to climate change and exacerbates the very problems that cause energy crisis. Next one is the more use of nuclear and coal. So these are alternatives, but they also pose significant challenges. So nuclear power. So concerns about nuclear waste disposal and the potential for accidents remain. The next one is coal. Burning coal is a major contributor to air pollution and its greenhouse gas emission. The next one is passing a windfall profit tax. So this aim to prevent excessive profit by energy companies during crisis, but its effectiveness depends on a proper implementation and enforcement. The other solution is raising fuel efficiency of cars. So this is a long-term solution that reduces reliance on fossil fuels. It also contributes to environmental sustainability, but it requires technological innovation and changes to consumer behavior. Last one is the imposing taxes. So taxes on gasoline can be discourage consumption and generate revenue for investment in alternative energy resources. However, it can also disproportion affect lower income individuals. Thank you for listening. Now, let's move on to the other reporters, which the topic is environmental awareness.